Stuck at home, missing the beach, the sun, and the waves? Let me help you. I got the good, the bad, and the downright hilarious shark movies that will keep you entertained for Shark Week and afraid of any body of water larger than the tub for like a month. You can't have Shark Week without a Jaws rewatch, and I suggest you do it in case it's been a while. Ever since the 1975 premiere of this Spielberg movie, people have had just a little worry in their head. What if there's a fin in the water? Accompanied by the awesome John Williams soundtrack and some pretty great actors, Jaws has all the ingredients for a movie that's gonna keep you on the edge of your seat. Then there's Hollywood people. They also have, from time to time, just a little nagging worry in the back of their head. What if there's another shark movie capable of replicating Jaws' success, or at least some part of it? Shouldn't we make all the shark movies hoping one reaches profit? At least I imagine that's the case with movie producers, and the results are pretty hilarious, and sometimes actually good. Like, did you know there's a series called Air Jaws? I didn't, but thanks to my TiVo Stream 4K recommendations, I dove in this series and struggled to come up for air. Air Jaws sounds like some snakes on a plane type of thing, but it's actually a documentary series that started in 2001 and features some big names. One episode is made by Eli Roth, the producer of Inglourious Basterds, and another has Lena Headey from Game of Thrones narrating it. But enough about the documentaries, because Discovery has that covered. Let's see shark movies, from the cheesy to the terrifying and everything in between. The genre basically started with Jaws, and the fascination grew thanks to Discovery Channel's Shark Week. But the movies themselves, man, anyone could churn one out since the recipe is so simple. You just need a boat, a bucket of small fish, and a couple of screaming people, and some of those fake blood packets, and voila! You can make a movie so cheesy with such low budgets, people are gonna love it. That's one explanation for the number of B-movies about sharks, all of them absolutely insane plot-wise. Thought Sharknado took the cake? It's merely the tip of the iceberg. Stay with me, I went through my TiVo Stream 4K, which gathers all my streaming apps in one place, to gather all of the dumb shark movies. I'll name drop them here just in case someone was looking for another masterpiece like Sharknado, then come back to the best and serious flicks featuring these swimming bastards. So here it goes, and keep in mind this is by no means an exhaustive list. So drop me a comment in case I missed something. The shark craze began in like 2008 with Shark in Venice, which is a pretty terrifying concept considering just how many tourists and how many water spots Venice has. In 2012, you had Two-Headed Shark Attack and Jersey Shore Shark Attack, in case you really want to see Snooki go snorkeling, and Jurassic Shark, a movie with a prehistoric shark that sunk to the depths of IMDb ratings, and has like a 1.5 out of 100 score. Then 2015 was a particularly good year for the genre, with Zombie Shark, 90210 Shark Attack, Raiders of the Lost Shark, and Shark Exorcist. Even in 2020, a year when arguably you couldn't exactly walk down to the beach and start shooting a cheap movie, there were two major shark movies / parodies. There's Ouija Shark, a Canadian masterpiece where a chick uses a Ouija board and inadvertently releases the spirit of a hungry shark, and there's also Sky Sharks, where some Germans actually got the budget for CG. Sky Shark sets itself apart from the pack by having, get this, genetically engineered sharks capable of flying and carrying around Nazi zombies. I'd say you can't make this shit up, but you can, and can also convince people to play in it, do 3D for it, film it, and so on. And here it goes. If you want to watch one cheesy movie for Shark Week, make it Sky Sharks. But if you want to pay homage to the scariest creatures in the ocean with something a little deeper, or at least with a bigger budget, check these ones out. Shark Night from 2011 has a Friday the 13th vibe, but tries to play it straight-faced and still has a unique twist. It doesn't feature just one giant pissed off shark. Instead, Shark Night has multiple shark species, each one with a specific attack, and each one going for a college student away on vacation. It's also free on Stars and available for rent on YouTube, so you know what you gotta do. And speaking of giant sharks, no one did it better than The Meg, a movie from a couple years back that's basically the next best thing to a Pacific Rim sequel. For me, The Meg is so big you could actually classify it as a kaiju.
My God. It's a megalodon.
So I choose to think this Jason Statham movie is in the same universe as Pacific Rim, or at least Godzilla. Seriously, a gigantic monster is woken up by arrogant humans and just eats all the weapons and tech we can throw at it. Tell me that's not Godzilla. And speaking of mankind's hubris and desire to poke its nose where it doesn't belong, check out Deep Blue Sea, a personal favorite of mine, and not just because it has LL Cool J. This is a big budget movie filmed in the same tanks Titanic was made, so the shots do look amazing, and it features genetically engineered mako sharks. These babies can grow up to 4 meters in length, and if you add genetic engineering to the mix to make the sharks smarter, Well, you can see how that might pan out. Deep Blue Sea is a surprisingly good flick. Think of it like a B movie with an A budget and pretty great writing and believable enough characters. It's not Oscar material, but it certainly doesn't sink to the Razzies. Anyway, Jaws and The Meg tried to make the sharks impossibly sized, and Deep Blue Sea made them smarter. But even regular ones can and will f someone's day up. Case in point, 47 meters down. If back in the 90s you were Team Britney and Mandy Moore, her manufactured pop star competitor, annoyed you, this is the movie to watch. The plot is simple. Mandy Moore and her sister go cage diving. The cage cable snaps and they sink to the ocean floor. With oxygen running out, they have to survive surrounded by great white sharks. Sounds like an impossible predicament, but somehow 47 meters down makes it work with believable characters and twists and turns. Plus, 47 meters down 2 is one of the best sequels ever. It actually amps the action and has even better characters. If you saw the series already and are looking for something new, there's another movie that manages to truly capture the horror of a shark stalking you. It's called The Reef, and it randomly popped up one day in my TiVo Stream 4K. It was and probably still is on Netflix, but that app just doesn't want to feature it. I don't know why, so I'm pretty happy to have gotten the TiVo, which cuts through most of the B-list clutter. So, The Reef is another really well done shark movie in the vein of 47 meters down. It's actually a sequel to another movie called Blackwater, which is with a crocodile, so we don't care about it. Instead, all eyes should be on The Reef, because it's incredible what they accomplished with a small budget. It's about a group who goes on a yacht, and the yacht goes on the reef and gets damaged. So the people have to wait for rescue while being stalked by a shark. What I like about this movie is that none of the characters are actually dumb, but still, through a combination of bad luck and unfamiliar territory, the shark has its way with them. Oh yeah, and it seemed to be a regular shark, not a 500-foot one with a PhD. That's also exactly what I like about Bait. This 2012 flick baited the audience to think it's a low-budget, incredibly dumb movie made for 3D cinemas, but it's actually more than decent and with a fresh plot. First, it starts off with some drama like dead friends, breakups, teens doing teen stuff, and then it adds shark. Specifically, a tsunami hits a town and the wave smashes into a convenience store, carrying a shark with it. Both the shoppers and the employees are forced to shelter on top of the shelves and try to get help, while the water in the store has a not negligible quantity of hungry shark. Considering the movie is set in Australia, it doesn't seem like an unbelievable plot. And lastly, here is the movie to watch if you want to spend the rest of your life in the kiddie pool. It's called The Shallows, and it's a thriller so believable, I'm almost ashamed to include it with the rest of the shark movies. The Shallows follows a surfer who gets stuck just a few hundred meters from the shore and has to survive the shark attack. Since she's so close to the shore, she has plenty of opportunities to be seen or rescued, but very little luck on her side. This is the type of movie that's going to make you shake your fist at the screen and yell alongside the main character, who is both smart and very sympathetic. And a fun fact, if you weren't convinced to give The Shallows a chance yet, Blake Lively, who plays the main character, was a couple of months pregnant during filming. Still, she did most of her own stunts, which is truly impressive once you see this movie. So, what about you? Got any special streaming plans for Shark Week? Let me know if I missed any good movies in the comments below, and if you didn't already, do hit like and subscribe to my channel. Your support helps me make more shows like this, so you don't have to endlessly scroll through streaming apps to find something good to watch. Thanks, and catch you later.